I've done this before. You guys comment what I should draw, I take that comment and turn it into a drawing, rinse, repeat, 99 more times. So now let's fast forward a little bit. I've made 200 drawings on this canvas. I don't think another 100 would hurt. Now with that being said, and that out of the way, here's 300 comments on one drawing. Can you draw a bird eating bread with butter? I'm pretty sure birds actually can't have bread or butter, but who knows, maybe they're making the bread for someone else. Okay, this one's also bread related. Draw garlic bread. I make good old slices of garlic bread next to the birds. Also, I looked it up. Butter and bread are usually really harmful to birds, so maybe they are just being really generous and making bread for other creatures. In comparison, the bread here next to the garlic bread actually looks really stale and sad, so we're gonna change that. This comment says, can you draw a worm playing cards with a ladybug? Also, I love you content. Thank you. I believe that the existence of bread has attracted a group of insects. And also, I'm making the worm purple, cause why not? Shout out to cafe owners that put board games in their stores that customers can play with. At least in this round, the ladybug is still winning. Draw me holding a very small kitty. Looking at their profile picture, this guy is kinda like an orange slime dude. You look like SCP-999's descendant. I'm gonna draw you holding Billy the kitten from this one cat collector game. I got a fair amount of cat requests in the comment section, so let's give this guy even more cats. Now following along with these people, I drew a blob cat. Solar's art made me draw a cat eating french fries. And Kara Gordon C4V asks me to draw a cat with a C-shaped cookie, which is specific. But anyways, here they all are. I hope you enjoy your cats. Draw us the fans giving you a hug, because you deserve it. Aww. I don't draw characters interacting all that much, so I don't really know how to draw a hug. I'm just gonna base it off of the sticker that I made. I'm actually quite a fan of how this one turned out. And now moving on. Draw a doggo. I feel like there hasn't been much doggo appreciation in this series. You know what? Now that you mention it, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think the only dogs that I've properly drawn on this canvas is Bluey and Bingo and maybe the Undertale hot dog. I'm not too sure on what other dogs to draw, so I'm gonna draw Bond from Spy X Family. The top of his hat kind of looks like a fish, so I'm gonna turn it into a fish, because why not? And now you got yourself a bunch of dogs for dog appreciation. I'm from New Zealand, and my country getting mentioned in your video just makes me so happy. I think you should draw a chocolate-covered strawberry. They actually told me to draw a chocolate-covered strawberry orb, but I didn't see that orb part, so you're gonna have to settle with just a regular chocolate-covered strawberry. I did actually really like how it turned out, so I drew a second smaller one. No wait! You should draw a gumball machine with many little orbs inside. That would be cool. But here's a bunch of little colorful orbs inside. Me eating a giant broccoli in hellfire. I feel like most of the time when people say they don't like it, it's probably because they had it prepared the wrong way. Now that you've drawn Kagami Len, it's sprint time. Rewinding back to what I said in the second video, there are now 3 Vocaloid characters on this drawing. That's not actually true. This one's not a Vocaloid. So now we do actually officially have 3 Vocaloids on this drawing. Looking back to this, I think this one's definitely one of my favorites. Each Vocaloid also has a food item that represents them, and Rin's is the tangerine. I've heard from some places that Rin's item is also a road roller. I don't really know about that one, but I still drew it. Moving on. I would really appreciate it if you could draw someone rubbing the whale shark on his belly. Enter parentheses, I love whale sharks. Close parentheses. I drew a quick little hand, and as requested, I gave the whale shark some belly rubs. And also some head pats as a little bonus. The next commenter says, I really like your art style with neon colors. You could draw some candy. It would look good in neon colors. I actually have a really nice spot by the gumball machine to draw some candy. I used to really like gummy candies because they always make them look so pretty. I know that the peelable fruit gummies have been becoming more popular recently. I used to not care about what kinds of sugar I was putting in my mouth, but nowadays I feel like texture is a lot more important to me. I like all of the chewy fruit gummies, so like Mike and Ike's, Skittles, that kind of stuff. I think the only downside is that they just look kind of boring. I'm gonna draw a candy with a wrapper on as well. I think the best candy that I've had are these floral flavored Skittles. And if anyone's had this before, you know that you can't find them anywhere. I'm also gonna draw some star gummies. Okay, here's the candy. Enjoy the candy. All the drawings look great. Thank you. If you can you draw Kirby eating the pretty sky? I have a perfectly nice sky here, and now I'm gonna ruin it. He's just literally inhaling the atmosphere. I'm really hoping the air isn't contaminated. Okay, doke, the next comment asks for a shrimp playing a kazoo. I drew a shrimp beforehand, but this one looks kind of sad and I don't really want to use this one, so I'm gonna draw a completely different one. I'm gonna call it and say that this is Henry's son, and they're far away from each other on the canvas because he doesn't support his music career. I bet you've never heard of this one before. Draw the cutest bumblebee falling in love with a bag of Doritos. This is a really specific request, but it's nothing that we can't do. Dorito bags or chip bags in general are usually really crumbly, I don't know how to describe it, so I think finding places to shade is gonna be the hardest part. You can't also forget about the shiny reflections. Oh god, how did the Doritos logo look like again? I'm pretty sure this is close enough and then you just add the little name on it. You know what, I think I nailed it. And now let's move on to the love interest and probably the easier part of this request. And I'm gonna give it the trope of flower petals falling in the background, because of course I will. Draw the yippy guy, please. I'm pretty sure I've drawn one already right down here, but making another one isn't gonna end the world. Hey, how about a lollipop orb? I'll give the lollipop to the creature for something to hold on to. This looks really bland, so I'm gonna add in some sprinkles. This kind of looks more like a cake pop now, but oh well. They are two things made of sugar on a stick. Close enough. _KittyB commented, a burger eating orb. This got me thinking for a bit because it can be interpreted in two ways. You can either have a burger who is trying to eat me, or me eating a burger. Hi Orb. Hi. You should draw any Amori character. They would look so cute in your style. I don't know which one I specifically want to draw, so I'm gonna use the power of this U quiz to decide for me. Mari! Here she is. Draw anything to do with purple. Or blue. Blue is cool too. I'm just gonna leave a patch of purple and blue here. This was impressive! Good job! Could you perchance draw a Sally face? After twinking around and painting for a little bit, I ended up with something like this. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I say you should draw Marceline. Dude, Marceline has like a gazillion different outfits in the series. I'm not gonna be able to pick just one. Well, I am, but still, it took a lot of deciding. Gonna give her the long strands of hair. For the back of her hair, I don't really want to shade with any darker color, so we're gonna go with a actually lighter blue. Realistically, I don't think it makes sense, but visually, this thing contrasts and looks cool. Here you go. A Unicornosaurus Rex. That is a beautiful profile picture. I'm just gonna give the Dino Nuggie some horns. In the last video, I mentioned that Prince Fluff from Kirby's Epic Yarn should get more love. And Lino Dolphin 7948 agrees with me. Prince Fluff should get more love. Draw him. How am I gonna be able to draw like the yarn texture from the game? I think if we do a bunch of these little lines, it'll make it look more like yarn? I don't know. And then if I add shadow behind here? Ooh, okay. And because I felt like it, I doodled him a couple more times until I felt like there were enough Prince Fluffs on this canvas. By the way, if you happen to have a Wii, please check out this game, it's so good. Draw the sun in the corner. Ooh. By the way, what's the way that you guys draw your suns? I start with a ball and then I do these little squiggly things, but to keep it simple, I'm gonna do these lines. Draw yourself escaping from an explosion. I've done this before, sort of, but nevertheless, I will comply. I think I'm late, no you're not, but draw a slug cat! That's a lot of exclamation points. You are very enthusiastic about this. Here's your slug cat. I put him next to the pile of cats for obvious reasons. Just found your channel, love your art, thank you! My suggestion is a balloon dog. I'm gonna draw him on Sally Face's head because I can. Also, balloons are for some reason extremely complex to shade. Like, look at this. How am I supposed to do this? I made something that looks pretty okay. I hope maybe that later down the line I'll get better at it. Draw me! If you want. After for some reason struggling to draw a circle various times, I finally managed to get one. So I see this character as a cool mecha robot guy. I think the antenna with a little ball at the end is really cute. I mean, the character's cute in general. Anyways, I decided to play more into the mechanical bit and just give him a bunch of screws and bolts everywhere. They don't really make sense, and maybe one day I'll look back with an engineering degree and just see a whole bunch of nonsense. A shocked muffin getting eaten. I mean, yeah, sure, I don't really have much to say about this one. Hi, do a squeezed orb trying to help Gatsby. I can't do it. Planeth says, if you do a 300 one, then add bread to it. Sure thing, I'm gonna go back there to the bread corner and then add a bagel. Can you draw a white and gray cat eating a strawberry? I can. I've added a muncher onto the smaller strawberry. Late, I think. No, you're not. But draw a whale shark drinking orange juice. Let's give you one of those crazy straws. I drank out of these, I think, a few years ago, and it was magical. I am certain I'm late. Stop! No, you're not. All of you are not. Draw a small boy with wings triple his size. I have drawn the smallest boy imaginable, and now we're gonna give him huge wings. I think this is a little bit more than triple his size. I overstepped a little bit. It's fine. Might as well give them a background so I have an excuse to draw big fluffy clouds. This next person asks for, I think, a tiny dot. I mean, so long as you're happy with the request, then I'll do it. There you go. Draw green tea? Commented by Green Tea HW7LK. One of my friends collects these cans, and honestly, I can't blame them. These are really pretty. I wish more companies did this instead of slapping their brand name with a label onto it. Here you go. Also, I drew myself next to the green tea because, well, I don't know, I love it. Avocado with an evil grin. I'll replace the expression of the avocado we already have. Can I appear? Yeah, you can actually. I'm just never gonna tell you. The next comment says in all caps, Chris, Deltarune. I already really love Deltarune. I'm just gonna spend a stupid amount of time on this one drawing. I spent way too much time shading this, and now I'm about to invest more time into it by giving it a beautiful, beautiful background. To be fair, the background didn't take nearly as long, but even with a little time spent on it, I feel like it was able to capture a lot more personality. I've been also enjoying doing these hatching lines. I don't know what it is about them. They're just satisfying to do. Alright, let's move on. I just really like Deltarune. The next person commented blueberry pancakes, less than 3. How could you tell me to draw less than 3 pancakes? I could never do that. I'm not only gonna make 4 pancakes, I'm gonna make 5. Yeah. Bet you didn't see that one coming. I was too caught up in that joke that I forgot to draw the blueberries. Here they are. I drew it into blueberry jam because I prefer it that way. You should draw a bush. That's it. Just a bush. A bush kind of looks like the head of a broccoli, hence why I'm drawing it here. Now let's not beat around this one and jump to the next comment. Alright, pushing that one aside, you should draw a banana bunny. I'm not a genius or super intellect when it comes to character design, but I think making the peels, the bunny ears, was a good decision. By the way, if I was ever in a hot, drenching summer, and I enter an ice cream store and they're selling a milkshake called a banana bunny, I would buy that immediately. Like, just literally no questions asked. Thank you very much for listening to my pitch. I expect a 25% cut off of all sales. An isopod, whose description very well matches your username. Back where I live, they would call these isopods watermelon bugs because they roll up into little watermelons as a little defense mechanism. I believe in other places they are called pill bugs, but I don't know, it's just such an underwhelming name. Anyways, here I bring you your watermelon roly-poly pill bugs. Draw yourself drinking cocoa and a blanket on you. Both art and real you. So, both art and real you. It's 9:54 right now. Cocoa powder. Just put it in there. Hey, let me give it a try. Ah. Oh my god, that is heavy. Okay. Alright, now all I gotta do is draw this thing. I'm gonna make hot chocolate more often, this was very good. Draw a rat with pants. Pant rats make me happy. I first want to plop a pair of trousers onto this guy. And then I made these 2 couple of guys, and they got pants. They got more flashy, creative pants, and they make me happy. Please draw an orange comforting Kirby, but then Kirby eating the orange. Firstly, I'm gonna go find a therapy room, drag this guy onto a canvas, put the orange in their respective chair. Unfortunately, Kirby just considers food his own type of therapy. I also replaced the cherry that Kirby had earlier with an orange because, yeah. I think you should draw yourself, but your head is a fortune-telling ball thing. I don't know, make it cool. Very well, in order to make this thing 20% cooler, I'm gonna give it those crystal ball stand things for the thing to stand on. Very specific. It's this part. I'm pointing at it right now. Make a cute, fluffy round cat eating a perfectly burned toast. Sure is convenient that we already have perfectly burnt toast right here. Me personally, I wouldn't eat this, so good thing someone else is eating it. You should draw a little robot guy interacting with a little scrunkly alien. I already have a scrunkly alien eating a piece of drywall. Now he's got a robot friend, so he'll never be alone. Draw a whale shark in space. Also, I'm from New Zealand and kiwis make me happy. You're gonna see more of those kiwis, by the way, don't worry. Anyways, I drew a pink whale shark up here in Chris's atmosphere. Axolotl kiwi. The fruit is so refreshing and sweet right now, I kinda wanna eat one directly after this. I don't really know what to say about this drawing, so I probably could have done a better job at designing it, but it is what it is. We're gonna take you and put you next to the other kiwis. If this gets read, draw a tiny cute knight hitting a little jig. Love your content. Thank you. I'm just gonna point this out, it must be mad uncomfortable to dance with all of that heavy metal on. Regardless, this little guy pulls through. Good job. Draw a me? Oh, that'd be a cool little soul guy with a floating fire head. Your character looks like they would belong right in Deltarune, hence why I drew them next to Chris. No, seriously, I could see this as an NPC that ends up cultivating a bunch of fan art. Your character is straight fire. The next comment says, can you draw a Skittle, please? I drew the mango-flavored Skittle from the Tropical Pack, which also happens to be my favorite. If I could, I would give it to the soul guy that we drew previously. Draw you eating your favorite ice cream. I don't really have a favorite because I don't eat ice cream very much, but I'm a pretty big enjoyer of pistachio ice cream. And also chai ice cream. That's a flavor apparently, and it's really good. No kidding, when I got a small bowl of chai ice cream and I ate it, for the rest of that day, that flavor lingered in my mouth. Unless you don't like strong scents, I would recommend this ice cream. 10 out of 10. Can you please draw a cat in a ghost costume? 1 face. 4 faces. 16 faces. 256 faces. 1,204 faces. Draw SCP-99. I love him and he's adorable. I agree. To those unaware of this little guy, they're a gelatinous slime thing that lets you be happy and wants you to be happy. People expect all SCP stuff to be all scary and gruesome, and then you have these little guys. Hey Orb, please draw the Castle Crasher Knights. I'm gonna draw the Blue Knight. I'm actually getting back into this game recently, and this was the character that I selected. Around this time, I decided to post a little sneak peek over on my Blue Sky, and this little comment caught my attention. Do you take any suggestions from Blue Sky? If yes, draw a bottle of spicy ketchup, please. I mean, I guess I do now. Could you draw a mini cube? There's an airplane going over my house right now. Sure. I gave you 2 of them. They look like tiny little sugar cubes. Alright, let's take a couple more comments from Blue Sky. Am I on there? Your profile picture is gonna be the brand of this toaster. Wuh. I didn't really know what this guy meant by wuh, but I think this is close enough. It's them. I drew them. Okay, no more Blue Sky comments. Moving on. Please do Rad Slime from Slime Rancher. Rad Slime's the radioactive one, right? Anyways, here you go. Ketchup. I'm gonna assume that says ketchup. Flavored bubblegum. Ketchup is a condiment. You're supposed to have it on the side for a reason. You don't want to eat ketchup on its own. Draw you drawing. Here's me drawing me drawing. Draw the national animal of Australia. The national animal of Australia is a kangaroo. Here they are. Draw a slug cat! Again. I've done this one right above, but there's no shame in adding another one. Also, they're just fun to draw. Slug cats are, like, this shape. And that's satisfying for my hand, I don't know. I said there would be no more Blue Skies, but Soul Knight just commented, just noticed the lack of Hollow Knight in this image, and they are absolutely right. So in order to fix the lack of Hollow Knight in this drawing, I drew the one and only Hollow Knight themselves looking down pensively at this body of water. That actually ties in perfectly with the next comment because don't you dare think we're finished. Where this person commented for, Hornet from Hollow Knight that's fishing. I thought it'd be cooler to turn Hornet's weapon into a fishing rod. Welcome to drawing, we've peaked at creativity. Draw a small dragon please. I love your art style by the way, thank you. Heart emoji to you too. You specified that it was a small dragon but you didn't say how long I could make it. So I straight up made them a noodle. Honestly, this one was a pretty solid drawing as well. And the next comment reads, I would also like to see a chicken. For this one, I'm gonna make a Minecraft chicken. I used to think these guys were ducks, and apparently a lot of other people did too. Hi Orb, hi. Mind to draw an IKEA alien plushie? I do mind, actually. I mind that very much. I joke. You should draw Nico from One Shot again, but as a round kitty. I believe this might have been the consequence of eating too many beans. Draw a turtle eating a carrot. Wait a minute, oh my god. Finally! We can have them crunch on something again. Carrots are actually a lot better than lettuce for turtles because they got a lot more vitamin A in them. Enjoy, good watermelon turtle, sir. Mashmallow456 with very fitting profile picture says, draw a lemonade axolotl. God, this makes me thirsty. I want lemonade now. If you're a fan of sparkling water or just feeling fancy, then make your lemonade with sparkling water. You'll walk out of it feeling like a fancy, distinguished being. Can you draw N from murder drones made like your art style? Keep going, silly boy. Can you draw N from murder drones? I didn't realize how many people would like murder drones that watch my videos, so hello murder drones fans. This is my gift to all of you. I'm gonna now put all of you in a box right there. Just stay there. Here he is. Here's the N. PPPLS draw IKEA alien plush. You guys could be friends. And you guys could also be friends. It is 5 AM. Please draw an yippy moth. Alright, put him right here. Why are you up at 5 AM by the way? Go sleep. You got things to do tomorrow. Please draw Josuke Higashikata. Oh, this is a wonderful request, say less. For those unaware, Josuke is a popular character from the Pokemon franchise, and in the end, he ends up killing Bakugo from Dragon Ball Z. Hope that makes sense, we're not going back to that, we're moving on. If you see my comment, can you please draw a little cardboard guy? I don't really know any cardboard guys, so I can just draw a really scuffed, cut-out cardboard version of Orb. Draw a cloud with an XD face on it. Also, this little dude says hi. That's a very cute dude. Hello. Draw an ear with an ice cream cone on a head. You know, if you want to. Of course I want to. You don't even need to say that. Can you draw me with a smoothie? I don't really know how you look like, but basing off of your profile picture, I can only assume that you're a very epic skeleton. And here you go, a well-deserved mango smoothie. Draw an Alan Becker character. I didn't know which one to draw, so you know what that means again. It's asking me to pick a starter Pokemon. I ended up getting green. You should draw a capybara with a little orange on his head. Please. Since you asked ever so politely. By the way, you get extra points if you know what I'm drawing next to the capybara. Next. Is there a possibility to draw 3 tulips with the colors of the Netherlands? Both the IKEA alien plushies and these tulips originate in Europe, therefore I'm gonna draw them next to each other. It's like they got a little garden. Can you draw Ducky with knife? And also, what art program do I recommend? So, I'm using Clip Studio Paint currently, but if you're just starting out, learning the essentials on magma.com can be really useful. Once you have a better idea of what you're doing, then I suggest you move on to programs like Ibis Paint or Krita, which are both free. Yeah, just whatever works for you. Can you draw Orb with a little pink bow? I can. Dio, but his stand is an orb. I can see your point, but don't you think giving him a stand would be a little okay. This person commented this. I didn't know that YouTube had this emoji. Why does this exist? I am so overjoyed. Make a rat with a face eating yogurt. Here you go. Except I think that's boring, therefore I'm gonna start from scratch and make a completely new one. I think this one represented the comment way better. I forgot to add the face, so you're gonna have to see me do it post-editing. Can you please draw a Miata, which is a type of car? And also, thank you so much for that amount of kind words. That's a lot of words. Thank you. Miatas are my favorite car. If I had to get one in the future, it'd probably be a Miata. Just look at this face. How are you gonna say no to this? Can you please redraw my fan art review in my community tab? Okay, what is here? Whoa. Dude, I'm assuming that the watermelon in the background's a planet, and my little orb guy's wearing half a watermelon, so what does that imply? I want to take this moment and just thank a lot of the fan artists, because stuff like this is awesome. Whether you're making this for me, or another creator, or another friend, just know that, oh my gosh, all of you are very skilled at what you do, very kind, and you most likely made a lot of people's days with it. So just thank you, you're awesome. Here I redrew myself holding the watermelon orb. And last but not least, this is the last comment, so you better make it something truly meaningful. Draw cats all over the drawing. I put them literally everywhere. I put the cats on objects, I turned the objects into cats, and it ended just how I expected it to be. A chaotic, wonderful, beautiful mess. And finally, at 16 hours in. Oh, we're at 100. Oh my god. I thought doubling the amount of 100 comments was cool. Now think of tripling that. This challenge is great. I feel like I've been able to draw a lot of stuff that I don't usually. I feel like this can be a really effective way to get better at drawing more variety stuff if you're looking to do that. And I think, what if we add another 100? My computer can take it. So please make yourself comfortable in the comment section below and tell me what I should draw next. There will be free food up for grabs, some massage chairs, all that stuff. Okay, thank you again. So, hello. I graduated. I'm gonna be a junior next year. Very cool, very epic. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving last week, for those who celebrate it. If you're watching this video right now, when it's uploaded, then I hope you know that I recorded this outro literally like 30 minutes ago. I'm finally on break. Hopefully that means there's more epic stuff soon to be made, because I was making videos while I was in school. Isn't it crazy how this is just in time for, I think, almost 300,000? Let me go check right now. Let me go on YouTube. Okay, we're at 299,000. If you're watching this before 300k, you get a sticker, and if you're watching this after 300k, you get this other sticker. They're both the same, with the same color, with the same scent. There's no differences. They're just two different stickers. Okay, I'm running out of space to record. Speaking of recording, this video took 16 hours, so that's great. That's fun. This was really fun, genuinely. You should try out web fishing. Great game. Okay, thank you. Bye.